Hey everyone, today I wanted to go over Fenrir. A real quick review. There's not much towards this hero. She's pretty bad from my testing and from other people's testing so far. The issue is her scaling is flat, and flat amounts don't really contribute a lot to the team. Even if it's no limit, so you can pair it with Gord. I have tried with Carola, Gord. To apply as much stack as possible, convert them with Ophelia, and none of this really works. Her scaling is just too bad. In the late game, most of the scaling is done with the percentages, and when there's a flat stat applied, it doesn't really do well unless it's a seasonal passive from the hunters or unless it's from the Victoria, because Victoria apparently applies to the base amount of stats instead of on top of the base amount of stats, if that makes sense. And I think the same case is with the hunters, although I'm not sure on this since there's no in-game formula that we can check. It's all just my speculation on how things work. I could be very wrong on this, but so far if we look at any flat stat heroes such as Leandra or Tsuki, they all fall off in the late game. They don't contribute a lot at all. So I'm just going with my logic in here and saying that any hero that has a flat stats and relies on them is actually going to be bad. If you look at the Isis or Ying Zhang, they actually contribute to the team with other skills other than their flat stat boosts, which never really felt in the game. So you can play around it, but you don't necessarily feel the buffs. That's at least in my experience. And I'm pretty sure a lot of people share the same experience as me. So in future, if you see a hero that is purely based on the flat stats and doesn't really contribute in any other way, such as Hela right now is a perfect example. So Hela increases all allies' HP by 100 million. Now this could be applied to the base stats. I wouldn't be surprised if that was the case. Although if it's not a case, then this HP buff is gonna be okay, just not amazing. Her another buff is 2 million attack and defense per action or something, and this is pretty decorative. Like, it's not going to impact any fights. It's better on her because she has her own pledge which scales with her own attack, so it's actually going to be okay on her. But on heroes like Odin, which increases 10 million attack whenever she's hit, that's just decorative buff. Like, it doesn't actually contribute to the fight and you can pretty much ignore it. So the same applies to Fenrir. Like, Fenrir, she has 50% chance to apply 1 million attack to the team with no limit, and this attack is so small that it doesn't even matter. This attack would have to be like 100 million or something to be actually felt, or 10 million and make it 100 stacks or something. Anyway, there's a lot of ways to make this work. Like, make it be percentage instead of flat. Maybe they intended Fenrir to be like early game hero, like early game cheap Avenger for the newcomer rails or something. Maybe that's their goal. But if you are someone who's actually watching the video, I don't recommend summoning on her unless they change her skills, which is a possibility. They have done it before for the Ra, so they have done it before for Behemoth, an even greater example. So Behemoth was one of the worst released heroes, and after the buff, she became one of the best heroes in the game. The same could happen with Fenrir, so be cautious of that. If it happens, I could make a short video about it. So as of right now, do not summon on Fenrir. She's bad. Her flat buffs do not contribute. Her synergies are not really good. So she's actually not needed anywhere, and you will be just fine skipping her. So that's my initial review of her, unless the changes happen. So for example, this fight, it's just your normal team for pushing PvE. So let's see what happens. Okay, we win by round 13. And let's see what happens if we try again and instead use the Elisha. Skip the battle and we win in 8 rounds. So yeah, it's just a really, really small buff. Like, you can see Elisha, which is free hero from Oracle Shop, that does the job infinitely better than her. So There's absolutely no reason to ever get her unless she gets buffed, so yeah. Until then, see you in the next video. Yeah, even Lilith did better in here. See you in the next video.